Today on the channel, we're going to check out Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition Coliseum Collection, the Hart Foundation. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, and today we are finally here. We're going to unbox and review this Coliseum Collection Hart Foundation, one of my all-time favorite tag teams in the history of the WWE, right up there with the British Bulldogs, the U.S. Express, Nikolai Volkov for the Iron Sheik. So many good ones come out of the 80s, man. Oh, man, it was awesome time to be alive. I'm telling you, if you have not watched the Hart Foundation, what are you waiting on? Get on anywhere you can find some old matches and watch the Hart Foundation. Check them out against the British Bulldogs. Check them out against Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Check them out against the U.S. Express. Just so good was the Hart Foundation. Actually, I like Bret Hart better as a tag team competitor than I ever did as a singles competitor. So I laid it out there. Right there you go. Tag team, yes. Solo, no. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't for me. All right, let's take a look at this hard shell right here they give us. So here on this side, you get both players. You get Jim the Anvil Neidhart. You get Bret Hart here. Old WWE logo there, and I like the kind of arrowhead there, the red and the blue use they have there. On this side, we get Bret the Hitman Hart Ultimate Edition down there, standing in front of those ropes. On this side, you get Jim the Anvil Neidhart, old logo there, and you get him in front of the ropes there. On this side, it just says Ultimate Edition right there, and that's where you're going to open it from. On the top, it says the Pink and Black Attack. Yes, sir. And on the bottom, it says the Hart Foundation. Warnings, copyrights, labels, barcodes, recycling information, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go ahead and crack this baby open. Now, I guess there is a chance that I could have in here the Chase variant. So let's see. And the Chase variant is nothing but a black hardback. Cut that tape there. Could it be? Having trouble getting that little tab out of there. So now when we open here, I'll put it flat right here so you can see. Bam, looky there. It says Bret Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart right there. Open it on up. And we have the regular standard additions to these. There you go. That's what it looks like on the inside. I love it. I love the individual packaging there. It kind of reminiscent to the old LJN rubber figures that we used to have. We got the fans right here. Look good. But pretty awesome how they package this. It's probably my favorite packaging that I have. We'll pull out first Bret the Hitman Hart. There he is. And then we'll sit him there. And then here next, you have this kind of cardboard separator there. Pull that out. It's got the WWE on the back, Coliseum Collection on the front. Set that there. And next we get Jim the Anvil Neidhart. This is the one I've really been waiting on. I do not have a Jim the Anvil Neidhart as in the Hart Foundation. I have him when he was the masked guy. I can't remember his name. All right, we'll set that down there. So who do we want to look at first? We better get rid of this too. Put that down there. So let's take a look at Bret the Hitman Hart first because this is the one I'm most excited about. Set him there. All right, check it out. Bret the Hitman Hart here. On the packaging, it is this slip-off card back, which I absolutely love. You don't have to tear up your your boxes. This slides up and then back. And then repackage them if you want. But anyways, you got the WWE logo there, Coliseum Collection back there. You got the picture of Bret Hitman Hart, Ultimate Edition down there. I do love that Ultimate Edition logo there. It's very good. Bret Hitman Hart, his accessories are down in there, and then you get this great window box there. And on the back, You get Ultimate Edition, WWE logo. Accessories included are Action Figure Tag Team Championship, World Tag Team Championship, sunglasses, swappable heads, swappable hands. So is that saying we have 2 belts? I'm not sure. And then it says Coliseum Collection, Bret Hitman Hart at 235-pound technician with speed, strength, and stamina. Hitman makes up the dreaded Hart Foundation with his partner Jim the Anvil Neidhart and manager Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart. This native of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, is most definitely trouble with a capital T. And then you get the picture of Bret Hart there. And I don't know. It doesn't really look like it. He was a bigger guy then, kind of a heavier guy. If you go ahead and watch those, like I mentioned, those old matches of the Hart Foundation. And our cross cell here, you had Piper and George Animal Steel. Of course, here's our Hart Foundation. You had Jake the Snake and Rick Rude. You had Terry Funk and Hulk Hogan. So I do have all of those, and this is the last one I have to open up on the channel, so I'm going to have to get me another Coliseum collection if I want to open up any more. All right, let's get Bret the Hitman Hart out of here, and it's so easy. All we have to do is pull that card back off. We'll set that to the side and pull out his plastic coffin. There you go. And then we'll take out his accessory pack right there. We will set that down there. So first off, we will look at his accessories. Now he does have the belt in there. So that is one accessory. He's got sunglasses on. So that's going to be 2 accessories. Everything else is in this box marked Bret the Hitman Hart. Accessories included inside. So let's pop this open, see what we have. All right. Empty accessory box there. So we have heads, hands, and another belt. There you go. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. All right, we will go through these accessories first. So the first thing we're going to look at is this awesome belt right here. Tag Team Championship belt. Look at that. Awesome. Awesome. Looks very good. Now it is going to be your jelly clasp right there, which I absolutely hate. They go in easy when you first get them, but man, I'm telling you, once this sits out in a room for a while, they get hard, or you get them around that waist of that figure, it gets really hard. But very nice belt there. Next, we're going to get hands. Let's see. I think we are tied in on these hands. So cut these out real quick. All right, they are cut out, and they fell out. So the first ones we're going to look at is going to be a left and right open hand. Hand shaking, slap. You can even make him have the Hulk Hogan thing, but yeah, or he used to do that a lot. So there's open hands for Bret the Hitman Hart. Next, we're going to have one right gripping hand and one left fist. So it is going to be the opposite of what is on the action figure. Right gripping, left fist. That's it for our hands. Now we can check out the head sculpts. Alternate head sculpts. Here you go. That don't look bad. Looks pretty good. He's just got a regular looking face. Mouth is slightly open. Hair's coming forward. Got that good black hair there. Now I do like this hair better than a lot of the other ones I've seen, I do believe. I think I do. We'll have to look at some of those other figures, but this hair I think looks better. Now the other head is going to be more of a smiling face. Same exact hair though, I believe. I think the same hair on every one of these. Yes, same exact hair on all 3 of these head sculpts. That's including the one on the figure. So that is it. That's our accessories. That's in this accessory pack. So we'll pop this back in there. Put it over there. And we will check out his accessory that is in here, which is going to be another Tag Team Championship belt. So that is absolutely ugly belt right there. I don't even know what. Do we need this? World Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Now, was this a tag team, or is this just, it is totally blank on all the plates and the, Just ugly. I don't think we needed that, but there it is. We got it. All right, that is it for accessories. So we will have to cut him out. So I got to flip him over and cut these ties. We got them around the ankles. I think that is it, just around the ankles. So we'll grab Bret Hitman Hart by his toe, pull him up, and Bret the Hitman Hart has been resurrected. There he is. All right, empty coffin right there. We'll set that down there, and here he is. Now, he does come with another accessory, which is going to be his glasses. He does have tape on his head, or rubber band around his head, holding those glasses on. So we'll take that rubber band off, and let's see what he looks like with the glasses. Now, the glasses, do they tuck behind his hair? A lot of these work like that, and it looks like... I don't think they do, so that's unfortunate. Not tucking behind the hair. Now, they still fit pretty good. There you go. I do like those glasses on him. Not sure if... I think we've gotten a lot of better glasses lately out of our Bret Hitman Hart figures. So there he is. Got those glasses, set them to the side. Now, we'll go through his articulation. I don't think we'll do Jim the Anvil Neidhart. So here we go. Let's check it out. No head movement hardly whatsoever. Looks down a little bit, up. Does go all the way around. Of course, it's removable because we have the extra two heads. Shoulders go all the way around. He's got the butterfly in there. Butterfly shoulders with that hinge also. And look how far back he gets. Wow, that's super far. He's got upper arm cut. He's got double jointed pinless elbows. They get a pretty good stretch there. I like that. Wrists go down and back up. Of course, with the extra hands, the wrists or the hands are removable. He's got the ultimate style ab crunch. There you go. Look at that. Forward, back, left, right. Gets a lot of movement. Waist will go all the way around. Drop down hips, which lets him go all the way down on his splits. Pop him back up in there. He's got upper thigh cut. Double jointed. Oh my gosh, this knee is so tight. There we go. It broke. Oh, double jointed pinless knees. I believe, yes, they are pinless. So good stretch there on them knees. He's got an upper boot cut, and he's got the ugly, ugly ankles. Man, them are awful, awful. They do point the toe down, and a slight rock. And they have toe articulation up and down. That's it. That's his articulation. I'm sure Anvil's is going to be the same. So let's check out this Bret Hart. Now, I can guarantee this is not the best Bret Hart we've had, but it's not bad. It is Ultimate style. Now, I don't think I have another Ultimate Bret Hart. So this is going to be the only Ultimate Bret Hart I have, I think. I have a lot of Elites, and I think maybe a basic or two. But I must have 4 or 5 Elites of Bret Hitman Hart. A lot of them's been released. Never was my favorite guy in solo, but like I mentioned, he's probably number 2 of my favorite all-time tag team with Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Of course, their great manager, Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart. But yeah, that is Bret Hart. Let's take a look at him. Again, face not the greatest. He got the black top on, got the heart right here on his left rib. He's got the pink tights, black and white stripe going down, black knee pads. Now, he does have the red or different color pink boots, which I'm not crazy about that. Does have a star on him. He's got the where the lace, not the laces, but where the laces go has the pink. It's got black toe, white sole. So very good looking figure here. I like it. He's having a little trouble moving maybe, but I think that'll all come in time. And I'm not totally angry at this head sculpt. I know it doesn't look a lot like him, but you know what? He looked a lot different when he was younger. A lot different. Put those glasses on and you're doing all right. Let's try to get this belt on. So again, that belt, I'm not sure if it is his individual belt, but this is so ugly. Ugly, ugly. So there you go. We've got him in. How about we put on a different head sculpt? We'll try the smiling one. See how it fits. Pops in there real nice. Yeah, there you go. There is Bret Hitman Hart. I like it. I like it. So we'll set him right there. Next, we're going to get into Jim the Anvil Neidhart, his great tag team partner, who I absolutely love. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He did get into singles competition, but not a whole lot, not a ton. There is out there. They were always in battle royals and stuff like that at the same time, and that was always fun to see them in there. Anytime there was two tag team partners in a battle royal, it was great. All right, let's check him out. Here it is. We'll look at the packaging. It's going to be the same as Hitman's WWE Coliseum collection. The awesome Ultimate Edition there. Jim the Anvil Neidhart crossed his accessories. Get the awesome cartoon picture of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Got the crowd back there. And you can see he does have this same belt here. So it must be like one of their first belts before they gave him that new belt. All right, on the back side, here's where we're going to get a little bit different. Ultimate Edition, WWE logo there. Twist them, turn them, battle them. The Ultimate Collection, same cross sell. Don't need to go through that. Accessories include action figure tag team championship, World Tag Team Championship, sunglasses, swappable heads, swappable hands. Now, I bet you, now that I've read that this is a belt that might have come with the old LJN Hart Foundation. I'm telling you, because it says action figure tag team championship. So I bet that is what it is. They just want to kind of replicate the old LJN. So now I'm not so mad at it anymore. And it says on the back, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Jim the Anvil Neidhart is one of the most powerful superstars in WWE. Together with his partner, Bret Hitman Hart, and his manager, Jimmy Mouth and South Hart, he is also a member of one of the most powerful tag teams, the Hart Foundation. Yes, sir. And I love it. I love it. I guarantee this is going to be my favorite Jim the Anvil Neidhart figure. I do have one other, like I mentioned. It is an elite one. We'll get it out, see what it compares to. All right, let's pull it off. Let's get this card back off of there. Boom. Card back is off. I guess you can take a look at that. Awesome. And let's see, lay him down here, and we'll pull out his plastic coffin, and we'll pull out his accessory pack. Let's put this back on there so we don't get our figures mixed up. Actually, I think I'm going to set him on this side. All right, here is his accessory box. Let's go through it first. All right, let's check it out. Open this jewelry box, and in we have... There you go, empty right there. Set that to the side. So we're getting 2 extra sets of hands, just like we did with Bret Hart. All right, in the accessory pack, we get his Tag Team Championship belt. It's going to be the same as Bret's there. Don't need to get into that. He does have a set of glasses, a pair of glasses, not on the figure, so they left him without. Do I like it better? Yeah, I think I would like it better without, too. Yep, but there it is. It looks like the same exact black glasses that Bret Hart come with. Let's see. Yeah, no, they're a little different. His has longer stems. The Anvil's has longer stems than Bret Hart. So they are different. Definitely different. All right, let's check out his hands. We're going to get 2 pointing hands. Yes, sir. He's got to call out that competition. 2 pointing hands. And then we're going to get a left gripping hand and a right fist. And that is going to be the mirror opposite of what is on the action figure there. And next we have his heads. So let's pull out the first one. And man, this is spot on right here. I love it. Now, I'm wondering if this is going to be the same as our elite Jim the Anvil Neidhart that we have. We'll compare that, like I said. But this is an absolutely grinning Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I love it. Look at that beard on there. I think his beard's going to all be the same, but man, that looks good. Definitely the best one of the 2 as far as head sculpts go. Here's the other one. He's got his mouth wide open. He used to do as they give interviews. There's our empty plastic holder for our accessories. But yeah, this one looks great too. Man, I like these. All right, that is going to be it for accessories other than his belt, which is right here. We'll pull it up and out, and there is your, they're calling it the action figure belt. So replicating, like I mentioned, the LJN action figure belts. All right, let's see. We do have to cut him out as well, so get our scissors here, and again, just the ankles. All right, I got him cut. Flip him over. Man, I'm excited about this. All right, grab his toe, pull him up, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart has been resurrected. There he is. Empty plastic right there. We'll set it over there with him. He ties out of here, and here he is now. This is awesome. Now, let me look real quick, make sure nothing is different. Yeah, he's got the same exact pinless elbows and knees just like Bret. So everything's going to be the same as far as articulation. So we don't need to go through that. So let's check out this head sculpt. Very, very, very serious face sculpt on this, man. He means business right here. Same beard, but boy, he looks PO'd at somebody. Coming down, he's got chest hair. Again, he's got the singlet with the all black, the star, the heart on his left belly there, left side of his belly. He's got black elbow pads painted on white tape. Everything exactly the same as Bret Hitman's hearts. I wonder if they're even the same. Now, instead of the star on his boot, he does have the anvil. They are, again, that kind of red or rose-colored right there instead of the pink. I guess they had it. I guess it looked like that in real life, but oh man, I like this. This is definitely the best one of the two by a long shot, and it's just because of that head sculpt, and these other head sculpts are great. Let's see, can we put on his glasses? How will he look there? Oh, those glasses fit real good. Now look at him. I like this a lot. Let's get his belt on. He is definitely heavier, so it's harder to get his belt attached. Got that belly on him. Always was a little bit bigger guy, but man, he was strong. I believe yes, I did. I saw these guys in about 1982, maybe 83. No, I take that back. I think it was 84 maybe. And they were fighting the British Bulldogs. I saw them live, and that was probably my favorite match of the night, I think. But they were awesome. Of course, I was rooting on the British Bulldogs, but these guys were right up there with some of my favorites. All right, there's Jim the Anvil. Let's get Bret Hitman Hart up here next to him. Let's get them with their glasses on. Yeah, look at that. Boy, these guys are awesome. Man, I am so glad I have them in the collection. Now, let's go ahead and change his head sculpt and try this smiling. Oh, yeah. Now, let's see. Can he hold his beard? I don't know. Yeah, you can get it. You can get it. There you go. He used to grab that beard and tug on it as they're doing interviews. This looks awesome. Man, I'm happy with this anvil. All right, let's see. Let's get out the other Jim the Anvil Neidhart. See if it is a repaint or a reuse of the head. It is right down here. And it was out of the Legends series. WWE Legends. Let's see. I opened it from which side? Now, you can check out this video on my channel. I did do an unboxing and review of this Bret Hitman Hart, or I'm sorry, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Set that there. And it looks like, yes, that it is a reuse, I believe. It is the open mouth. Yeah. Yep. Same head sculpt on this one as that. But man, how much better is this one? And his Hart Foundation get up, man. I love it. man, what a good one. All right, now let's check out. I do have a Hitman that I want to compare with, and it is going to be same gear, and this is the WrestleMania Vegas Hitman Hart. Again, I did unbox this and reviewed on the channel, and this was from when they were he was in the Battle Royal, and Bad News Brown beat him. He they decided to team up, and man, he just screwed him right over. Bad News Brown did threw Bret Hart over the top rope when he wasn't looking. So here we go. Let's see. Same outfit. Definitely the better head sculpt right here. This looks a lot like Bret Hitman Hart, and this one does not very much. So yeah, I would say that is really good Hitman. I think they don't need to mess around with his figure. Maybe give us an open mouth one, but I would like to see get me an ultimate Hitman with this head sculpt. Let's see, could we swap these heads out and put this on our ultimate figure? Yeah. I don't know. It pops on a little too low, I think. I guess if you just set it on there, it doesn't look bad, but if you actually pop it all the way down, it definitely looks more like a Hitman. But I've got to stay with what it came with, which is right there. So yeah, definitely head sculpt is better, but I think I still do like the hair on this one. I just didn't like that. It looked like melted plastic on this hair here. So I guess you could take best of both worlds here. This one is definitely good, but I'll take the ultimate other than the face sculpt. And look, he has pink boots, which I do like that better than these kind of rose-colored boots. Exact same boots. This actually has the updated ankles, which are awesome, and this is those old-style ankles. But that is going to be it, man. This is a must-have if you are a Hart Foundation or a Golden Era or a 80s wrestling fan, especially WWE. The Hart Foundation, one of the greatest of all time. But that is going to be it. Thank everyone out there so much for watching. I really appreciate it. But that's going to be it for Coliseum Collection, Mattel, the Hart Foundation. Till next time. Oh, yeah.